All right, I'm live. Welcome to my channel, Inviting Possibilities. My name is Rochelle, and I am here to do a reading for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or anybody else who happens across this video. It is my intention that there is something in here for anyone and everyone, even if it's just one little sentence or a handful of words. And my readings are timeless. And I am continuing with letting the universe send me a message for your reading through Spotify. So the title of the song for you is Hearts on Fire, and kind of appropriate for Sagittarians, fire signs. It's hearts on fire, so more than one heart. So maybe you and someone else are feeling fiery towards one another, feeling passionate, excited. Yeah, well, I'll pick some cards and we'll see what this is really all about. But so far, it sounded kind of good to me. So I'm gonna pick from the Good Tarot. Hanged Man. Taking some time. It's a little bit of a waiting period for you. Surrendering to whatever situation you might be facing. Gaining a new perspective. And Major Arcana. That's a big, long-lasting energy. You're probably going through something that is quite transformative. And then you get the call. Yeah, another Major Arcana. Your intuition, your higher power is being very persistent, and it's probably getting quite loud. And this is why you're taking the time to gain new perspective, to step back from whatever you've been doing so that you can tap in and really, really hear this call, really know what this call is all about. You're being guided to move forward. I feel like when the call comes, it's about making a change, pivoting in some way, moving in a new direction. Okay, and then we get the World. Yes, big perspective change. Big this call. Major Arcana. Oh my God. This is you taking the time because it is time for a big change. Big cycle completing in your life. The World, some say, is the best card in the whole deck. It's getting the call to make this big change that is going to move you in such a powerful way. Holy crap, 3 Major Arcana. I mean, it's like you've got a mission. Your higher power, the universe, wants you to do something big. It wants you to show up. And you feel this. You know that you need to spend some time figuring out how to move forward exactly, what to do. But the call is so loud. It's like you're getting the message. You're being told each step to take as you move forward. I think I'm just not even going to bother looking at the book. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. I mean, this also is success. This is fulfillment, big completion of a cycle that is so positive. Even if where you've been at wasn't that positive, it's leading you to a place of positivity. And I think about again the song Heart's on Fire. Maybe your heart is on fire for this new journey that you're about to start. For the fact that you made it through some cycle and you're feeling so much more empowered, you're feeling so much better, so much more able to go forward, to know where you're going. Okay, so I am picking from Wisdom of Avalon, and you get the cat. Independence, and what's the other one? Setting healthy boundaries. I think wherever you're coming from, you were not setting healthy boundaries for yourself. Maybe you were codependent, and you're taking the time to really evaluate where you were at and to realize that you really want to move forward in a different way, in a totally different way. You want to be independent, happily independent. It's not an independence of like, I'm not going to let anyone else into my life again. This is just like being happy with where you're at and knowing that you can come together with others who are happily where they're at, that there doesn't need to be codependency. And I think this is part of the call. Being told it's time to drop those codependent ways and set healthy boundaries. Movement, moving to a new place in your life that is much more supportive of who you are and what you want to experience, what you want to achieve. Movement is so great because it means there is not stagnancy. Being moved by the call, the message that you're getting. Being moved forward one step at a time towards this beautiful change, this beautiful success and amazingness. I was just looking, I have a little cheat sheet here from my friend Mad Soul Tarot, and freedom, having completed a cycle, stepping out, happiness, admiration for yourself from the world around you, recognition, knowledge, fulfillment, joy, happy endings. Yeah, and it's because you're taking the time for yourself that you need to heal. You're listening to the call. You kind of can't help it. You can't ignore the call anymore. It like I said, it's become quite loud. The spider, creative projects. Whatever it is you're doing, it's something creative. It's something that lights you up, that inspires you. When we're creative, typically it's coming from a place of inspiration. And inspiration is a direct message coming from your higher power. Inspire, in spirit. And you're building, you're creating this project. This could be your life. Your life could be your project, or doing something in your life that is very meaningful and fulfilling, that you can't help but move towards because it lights you up so much. You can't help but move towards. And it brings you to, this is going to bring you to all the good things I said. Freedom, happiness, fulfillment. Yay, Sagittarius. Okay. I think I'm going to go with Osho Zen. Follow up with some Osho Zen. Adventure. Going on an adventure, moving towards the light, towards the rainbow, towards the full spectrum of experience. I mean, they say there's a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Maybe you're moving towards your pot of gold. Moving to a place that lights you up, that sets your heart on fire. Moving towards others who are also inspired, whose hearts are also on fire. Guilt. Sometimes moving towards what we want, we have to leave people behind. We have to leave situations behind. And it can leave us feeling guilty, especially if people are laying guilt trips on us. You have someone who's like, how dare you move forward without me, or own who you are and not be codependent on me anymore. How dare you? But you know better. You're like, actually, that was really unhealthy. I'm setting healthy boundaries now. And as guilty as you feel, we have the flowers up here above the clouds. And I feel like the movement that the moving forward, the steps that you're being called to take are going to move you out of this cloudy area and up into the flowers and the peace, the serenity. Guilty, do as much as you can to release that, because it's just holding you back. And understanding. Understanding that you've been in this cage. You've maybe held yourself in the cage. There's no door on this cage. And you're finally seeing that you can fly out of this cage. And there are so many people on the other side who are like, yes, you finally found the door. We've been circling around trying to tell you, and you've had your back to it. You've been whatever, caught up and not seeing the door. And and they're like, yes, come join us. If you forgot how to fly, we'll show you. This is freedom. This is freedom. Yay. Freedom that's going to lead you to a whole new world around you, where you're not stuck eating crappy bird food. There's actually going to be like yummy bugs and other things that birds eat, fruit, and and this is because you're listening to the call. You're letting yourself be moved by this creative fire within you. Your heart is on fire, and their hearts are on fire as well. And you're magnetizing each other. You're coming together. You're reflecting one another. And it's contagious. Like the more your heart is on fire, the more theirs is, and then right back, and it's just the fire builds, the passion builds. Freedom. Yes. This is great. This is great. Let the guilt go as quickly as you can. It's only holding you back. Whatever lessons there are in this situation, everyone had something to learn, and now it's time to move on, to put yourself first, set those healthy boundaries, and claim your independence. That's where your freedom lies. So, okay, there it is. Thank you so much for joining me. What an awesome reading. And I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you on the next video. Mwah. And if you haven't already, like and subscribe.